There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. If you want to change the world, you must be your very best in the darkest moments. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. If you want to change the world, don't ever, ever ring the bell. Thank you very much. Hook 'em horns. First, I apologize for interrupting your class, but I wanted to take the opportunity to make a special presentation today. Colonel Al-Zaben, where are you hiding? Please come up, sir. Great to see you, sir. Please. Last May, this past May, we gave out our U.S. Special Operations Command, our SOCOM medals. This is a very prestigious award that we give to only a few people every year. And for the audience, you will recognize some of the names over the years. We have given the award to General Pete Schoomaker, who was the former Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army, Ambassador Ann Patterson, who was the former ambassador to Pakistan and is now the ambassador to Egypt, Dr. Michael Vickers, who is currently our Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence, and General Ron Burgess, who just left our Defense Intelligence Agency. So again, a very small elite group of people that we give these awards to. The award is really for a lifetime or a significant achievement in support to special operations. So today, we want to present that award to the Colonel for all of his efforts in supporting Jordanian special operations. Now, for those of you that may not know his background, you should know he is a graduate of the U.S. Army's Ranger School, which is a very elite school for us. He is also a graduate of the Special Forces School. He is a trained or qualified Special Forces instructor, which is a very difficult thing to achieve. He is, of course, and one of the reasons that we recognize him, part of the architect, part of the board of directors that built the King Abdullah Special Operations Training Center, training complex, the CASADC as we refer to it. It is the finest special operations training facility in the world, in Jordan. All nations come to conduct special operations there, and the Colonel's efforts in bringing that to fruition were fantastic. He has spent time with us in Afghanistan, out in RC East, conducting combat operations, and has just been a magnificent representative of Jordanian SOF and the entire special operations enterprise. So, Colonel, without further ado, I would like to present you with the U.S. Special Operations Command Award. So, attention to orders, please.
By order of the Commander, United States Special Operations Command, Colonel Arif Salim Al-Zaben is awarded the United States Special Operations Command Medal. Colonel Arif Salim Al-Zaben distinguished himself through outstanding support to Jordanian Special Operations Forces in numerous assignments, culminating as Commander, King Abdullah II, 37th Special Forces Brigade, from February 2011 through May 2012. His vision and drive were critical to the establishment of the King Abdullah II Special Operations Training Center, leading to the establishment of the organization as the Jorisof Center of Excellence. As the commander of Task Force Nashim in Afghanistan, Colonel Al-Zaben's dedication to SOF principles were crucial to the integration of information operations into task force planning and execution, establishing the Jordanian Voices of Modern Islam Initiative, a program that has become the de facto standard. His leadership has been instrumental in improving Jorisof non-commissioned officer quality and incorporating village stability operations methodology into Jorisof deployment for Task Force 111. Colonel Al-Zaben's superb abilities, broad military experience, and dynamic leadership have raised the standards and expanded the capabilities of the SOF warrior and reflect great credit on him, the United States Special Operations Forces worldwide, and the Jordanian Special Operations Command.
me to say some words. In fact, this is, what can I say? This is an honor for me to be awarded from Admiral McRaven for this award. But first of all, I want to thank people who was supporting me to be awarded this award. First of all, His Majesty King Abdullah II, the Supreme Commander of the Jordanian Armed Forces, and my Joint Chief of Staff, and my family, who were supporting me when I was in Afghanistan, driving with an MRAP, Taliban looking, insulting IEDs, looking for us, but we were there, that we were fighting terrorism. There is a couple of my friends who they are here in this classroom. I know Dr. Marks, Tom Marks, Dr. Gorka, Dr. Skeet Meyer, Betty Franklin. These people and all the faculty of the NDU, they were supporting us when we were here in the NDU, especially as I know that you are suffering from Dr. Marks, De La Porta, and the insurgents. So we were, during this, reading about the insurgents and how we can fight the insurgents. There is a lot of people who is really in this moment, I just go back to Afghanistan. A lot of my colleagues, friends, unfortunately some of them, they are heroes. A couple miles from where we are sitting here at Fort Myer, they are arrested. They will sacrifice themselves for the fight in terrorism and in the fight of the insurgency. It's a great honor for me to be awarded this medal. And it's a privilege for me, and I promise that I will keep it wherever. But this is for the new class. When I was in George C. Marshall, Dr. Gorka was one of my professors, and I learned that not just the army or the military is a tool to fight terrorism, but there is another tools and means, which is to end our goal. Which is bring me for Dr. Marks when we were talking about fighting insurgency. And in fact, with the support of the 173rd Brigade, the Sky Soldiers, who they were deployed with me in Afghanistan, and my great, great leader, General Petraeus, and with General Mattis, with General George Casey, they support us to accomplish or to apply the voice of moderate Islam. Because there is a lot of terrorists, extremists back there in Afghanistan. They are misoriented. They are fighting in the name of Islam, and they are trying to accomplish their goals by the legacy of Islam. We are, as Muslims, and we're proud that, as a Muslim, that the best tool is the voice of moderate Islam to fight the extremists. I remember in the last days of Ramadan, King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz in Saudi Arabia, he came up with a great initiative, which is the center of the voice moderate Islam. Because what we are facing in the Middle East, what we are facing up north in our borders with the going on in Syria, it's just extremists. They are trying to take people to their side. It's a privilege, it's an honor for me, Admiral McRaven. And really, this is hard, and I don't know what can I say more, but I want to thank you all, and I appreciate, and as I promise, I will keep this award in the bottom of my heart and in the place where it should be there. Thank you all. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take the rest of the day off. Get that class done. Thank you all very much. Come back. All right, sit up.